Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Collegiate Battlegrounds Association. Tonight, we are bringing you the Diamond Division games. My name is Airless Goose, and I am joined tonight by my esteemed co-host,
Knive. Hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. So tonight, we're bringing you Game 1 of the Diamond Division games. Let's go ahead and take a look at who we have competing tonight. We have Arizona State in first place by a commanding 92-point lead onto our second place, Washington University with 600, third place Cincinnati, and then going on we have Oregon University, UC San Diego, Texas Tech, Texas, UC Irvine, University of Connecticut, Florida International, UC Boulder, East Carolina, Arizona, Robert Morris, Clemson, Mizzou, Jacksonville State, Florida, and Oregon Tech. Those are your competitors tonight. A little bit of a light game tonight, but all of the same CBA action that we got going on. So any predictions from you, Knive? So any teams you want to look out for? Anything you're looking for tonight?
Well, I'm obviously here to tell you that you need to look out for the top three teams as they are competing actually the top four teams because they are competing very hard, and I think that we'll see good stuff from them. Obviously, with only 48 people alive, we're going to see a little bit of a slow start, but I think towards the middle and end games can be just as much action as any other game. And we've got a nice plane here going through the center. Everyone's going to be able to pick basically what drops they want, and I think they're all going to get the loot they want, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, no, I definitely think the early game may be a little bit lacking in this game, given that there's only 13 teams and 48 players left alive. But it really depends on kind of where the circle is, because again, I've been predicting these games for a while, and seeing again where predicting exactly what's going to happen with these early fights is actually just kind of a crapshoot. You really don't know. You can see the plane path and where everyone's going, but at the end of the day, where the circle lands and then what players decide is most important is going to dictate the pace of the engagement.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you there, but as I saw that there was at least 2 or 3 teams dropping apartments, and there's 2 teams right in military base right now, so we're definitely going to see actually some early game action unless one team just grabs a car in mill base, leaves, goes to Novo. I think we'll see something in the kill feed here soon enough.
No, definitely. Really waiting to see. Waiting to see for that kill feed. What exactly goes on at Beachy right now? We're going to see military base already getting out. Fallen Angel can knock out Socratic. Team 1 and 8 going. Team 1 and 9. Excuse me.
Arizona State cleaning up one member from Connecticut already.
Connecticut, Florida International, I believe. Beachy, Team 9. UConn saw them drop up north towards Stallberg, kind of uncontested. So, yeah, ASU and Florida International. In this circle, the circle is, I don't want to say it has a lot of teams in it right now. I would say it's a 40 60 split, teams in and out, with the 60 favoring teams that are in right now. So again, a little bit of an early Blackbrain. It's only just Blackbrain ran somebody over up there. You saw that in the kill feed. Not down but not out.
It might have been his teteammate though. You never know. Sometimes you're trying to get in fast, and then bam.
Nope, because he finished him off with a punch, and Wild Honey Badger, I believe from Cincinnati, is going to get knocked out and finished off right there. A little bit of early game action, 46 players left alive, still 13 teams. No teams have been eliminated so far. Now, analyzing kind of where we're at on the map, you see Team 5 down there. You're looking at San Diego down in Prim. Lens being a little bit of a roamer there. They had a little bit to get in. Actually, the Stallber drop for the University of Connecticut was it paid off a little bit because the circle is more northbound, so they're able to just move westward and head on in.
Yeah.
Yep.
That circle's not looking good for any other teams that dropped a mill base. They realize they have to go very far. At least there's a good chance nobody's going to be camping bridges, despite the fact that rarely any teams camp bridge anyway. But this bridge isn't even the circle to camp, so
yeah.
But a lot of the teams that jumped far eastward are now going to suffer from that and have to move up, and they're probably all going to sit around the eastward side of that circle, and we might see some engagements from that. Yeah,
because a lot of those compounds are going to be hotly contested, I would say, as teams try to just move in, and they just try and edge in. They get in as close as they can to the edge of the zone, given how fast they're running or where their distance is, so they might try to contest those compounds. As we see a crate drop in North George, where absolutely nobody, or see, one team is in South Georgia, but nobody's in North Georgia, so that crate could
Yeah, it's gonna be a
possibly.
lot.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would go for that crate. Looking at it now, again, team in South Georgia might, if they were paying attention to their surroundings, they could indeed go for the crate drop.
Doesn't look like any of them are even.
No.
Oh, no, it doesn't look like glancing at it. I don't think they'll go after that.
We got ASU and Florida International here on the Military Island Snow Dragons, taking some long-distance slap fight engagements onto Ibichi and Norton Goldman here against Snow Dragons and Raikou, ASU in general, really, on our top fragging list. They are in the first place for the division right now. They're doing very well, playing very well as a team, I would say, this semester, or for this season. And just coming out, they had good success last season as well, but they're really just showing they're showing up this season. So slap fight slapping FI or Florida International out of military base right there, not able to contest it any longer. Looking at team 3 there, who is in South Georgia, or mentioned them earlier, that's Oregon, also doing very well this season, I believe. And crate gonna drop in the middle of the road right there.
I bet someone's just gonna be driving through George and they're gonna be like, okay, if I got it in George, and it's like, oh, there's a crate here, might as well check it. Bam, M24.
M24,
Easy.
8 times, level 3 helmet. Not the world's greatest crate, but you could do a lot worse than an M24 and 8 times in a level 3 helmet.
Recently, I haven't been enjoying any of the assault rifles, and I've been enjoying more of the snipers. You can get like the M24 and the and the M249's actually always been good, but I haven't been feeling the AUG or the Groza recently, so that's much better than finding a level 3 vest in the Groza for me.
Yeah, and again, it's a lot of, as we start to see these teams develop more in terms of roles, and we see a lot of players being designated snipers or designated spray downers, yeah, whatever you want to call them, breachers. You're going to see a lot of teams decide that, you know, they want to give that weapon to somebody else and let them specialize with it, and I think that'll lead to a big dynamic shift in the way that the game is played, and we can highlight the individual skill of more players as they come down, and we see themselves set each other apart in terms of their role and how they can play it. So
now, looking at that first circle, where do you hope there's going to be an end? Mountain circle to this. The mountain?
Absolutely.
You like the mountain?
The mountain offers like a dynamic, what do you call it? It's more dynamic than a field because it's vertical, and you don't see a lot of verticality in PUBG to the degree of I can't see this person unless I look all the way down. And you mean sometimes verticality comes into effect when you have like a hill or like big rolling hill. I know there's the hill south of Pachinki, but I've rarely seen games end there. And the only other place that there's like a lot of hills and elevation is either quarry or military in the mountains surrounding there that I can think of right off the top of my head. But the big potato mountain, you know, with the rocks on it is it's just very dynamic, and you can play it so many different ways that it really.
I agree there.
Yeah.
The one place which I would like it to land, but I don't think it's actually even possible within the code, is Watertown. That's
I've
never seen a final circle in Watertown, and I think it's because it's the water, obviously, and it's like coded not to land on water. But I wish there was like an exception within that area.
That's actually really interesting because the water does indeed restrict your movement to the point where you don't want to be trapped in there, so you're forced to play on the rooftops and hop between building and building. It's like the floor is lava, but the floor is lava. Yeah. Floor is water, excuse me.
The floor is getting shot, possibly.
Possibly, yeah. And yeah, but you're right. I don't think it's actually coded so that the circle could land there. Ruins is also another interesting end location. Again, there's a lot of cover. There is some verticality towards the shore. I know there's like that one ruined tower kind of area where you can kind of crouch behind there and camp out there. So a lot of the teams, we've seen some teams utilize that to great effect. I believe I've seen Washington in that spot, Riverside. Not currently playing in today's game, but I have seen them do that before. They've utilized that area. And again, just the small little nooks and crannies that'll hide your players most effectively is, again, what teams are going to be looking for coming into this game, especially with not a lot of teams. They just want to play it safe. You know?
Yeah, we're gonna see, I guess, all these teams just moving into the edge right now. Team Clemson is just sitting directly on the edge, just here. And ooh, here we go.
Team 13 and 3 engaging, looking.
Oregon and University of Arizona. Looks like Oregon is getting some nice shots in.
Oh, trying for that nade. Car going to be blowing up right there for Team 13. So interesting. A little engagement right here. Not in, again, this is one of those things where I call like a long-range slap fight. And then just, if you look at it, it's not actually going to, the chances of it dealing damage are significantly lower than an actual engagement, depending. Because if you just look, it's a peak battle. They can't go anywhere now. So it's maybe elevated to a punching fight.
Chubba Bubba actually is by himself. So this is like life or death for him. If he gets knocked, this actually could be hit out for him. Here we go. Hate D coming in to flank them. Will they take shots as he drives by? No. Yeah,
just gonna med up and they're gonna regroup. So it's more of a fair fight right now. Again, you see Oregon was in tech wreck, great shot. Chubba Bubba gonna knock him out with a headshot. Quick little peek, and here comes even more reinforcements as Arizona finds themselves in more of a rough spot. As the University of Arizona, not ASU.
I'm surprised that they didn't decide to just stop with their cars on the other side of the building and just give them that good flank. But
yeah, I think they're going to play it a little bit more passively. They have one down. You saw him try to go for the nade right there. Hate D through the window, but not able to connect with anything. Argonaut going to revive his friend Tech Wreck. And they're put in a rough spot now. Where do they go? Their car is destroyed, and they're in the middle of the... they're just near in the Wizards Tower right there, knowing now that Oregon has received reinforcements in the form of 2 players. They're outnumbered now, and without anywhere really to go, it's going to be interesting to see how they manage to play that. Not like the zones.
Third player looks like he's come. Fionn Curry is already getting the car, and he's going to be coming over. But he's going to have to pass Fallen Angel and Snow Dragon if he wants to make it to them.
That's also true, and not to mention the fact that University of Arizona has other players. They are just in South Georgia. You can see them near the crates area. Dudas going to go down Elm Zero from Cincinnati, knocking out the God Phoenix from, I believe that's Clemson right there. So Elm Zero going to finish that kill off. Major Joel and beam reaching. Here those mini 14s trying to take such an Elm Zero going to do a little bit of an aggressive play, trying to jump over the wall, seeing if he can get an angle. Chubba Bubba getting knock out Argonaut right there. Nice M4 headshot, good controlled.
Looks like they're gonna opt to get in a buggy and just get out of here. Probably they're in a terrible spot and they just want to leave. Get that placement for later. Still no teams have gone down fully yet. Yeah. 4 people have died so far. Oh, my bad.
Yep. Hate D gonna get tech wrecked. Argonaut, here they come, and that's still nope. That's not it.
Half of Arizona. University of Arizona.
So they did end up. They had a push there. I believe they got 1 pick, and then they pushed up on that building, and they just played it pretty textbook, I would say, for trying to engage into a Wizards Tower like that, or just anywhere in general. You know, you get the 1 pick, you look at your opening, and you go. So,
not gonna say your mountain's not gonna be picked, but it's kind of on the edge here, sir.
It's on the edge. And
could very likely.
Yeah. I think an interesting thing now looking at it would be if it lands more north of the river, and that would give teams that kind of barrier to cross.
We had to deal with something interesting like that, and it actually ended basically on the river. One of the games last week for us. And looks like Arizona State is taking a lot of shots at University of Texas Austin.
Yeah.
They seem to all make it out alive.
Yeah, and they're going to roll right up onto what remains of U of A, the 2 Arizona teams again, and then just Texas Austin straight in the middle right there. Oh, here comes San Diego in the buggy.
They're yelling across Arizona, "Get them, boys! Get them!
Come on, right?
Just blow up the car." There's
just a lot of teams right there, and looking like though you see San Diego going to regroup with his guys. Man, poor Texas Austin. They're just getting really good intel about where teams are right now. They know exactly.
I haven't seen them taking any damage from any of the teams driving by. Oh, never mind.
Never mind. Holding my D. It's going to take a little bit of damage right there, but they are going to regroup onto this interesting ridge right here. Has a lot of cover behind the trees. Oh no, he goes down, and Terran's going to knock him out. Just kind of got caught out there trying to go up the hill, it looks like. Man, and the car shot as well. Just
So
finish him off.
not University, Arizona State University left the compound they had, and they're now move up to engage University of California, San Diego.
It's a really bold choice, actually. Leaving where you your safety, but then choosing to engage another team. That's a lot of confidence out of these guys, and they're really just trying to, they're seeing if they can secure that placement. But they're caught out right now between Oregon, who's firing on them from behind, and then San Diego, who's right in front of them. They're just going to cut and run across the street, running right into Clemson University.
Yeah, I think they figured that the south side of the zone is already dead. They're gonna have to cross the river eventually, so why don't we cross it now? While we know where most of the teams are, because the other team drove by and we heard where they were getting shot from. So, but now it looks like if Suck Extreme can spot them out, they might be taking shots from University of Texas Austin, who they originally shooting at before.
Yep. And again, just a lot of slap fights is such a good term to describe a lot of these, because it's minimal damage. And I say that even knowing that these guys lost one player in an engagement. In the end of the day, 3 players to 4 is not nearly as significant as 3 to 2, which turns your team into a duo. At 3, you're still a squad. At 2, now you're a duo, and 1, of course, you're a solo boy. But it's not as bad as you may.
You can still watch forward, left, and right.
Yep.
The extra fourth is just for your rear.
And you can compensate for that by good positioning. Snow Dragon's going to get Beam reaching with the frag grenade here, pushing right into Clemson right now. Beam reaching down Major Joel. Raikou going for what looks like a frag grenade, and the Molotovs going in. Raikou breaching the building right now. I'm going to look up the stairs.
A lot of Molotovs I hear crashing.
Oh, absolutely. At a very least, underused, a little bit getting sprayed down right now. Good stuff. Great entry on Arizona State's part. They are... Nope. They did... Was that a shot?
Took out Clemson.
Oh, no. Here they come. There's shots.
That was the end of Clemson. First team down, 13th place.
Now you're going to see Cincinnati rolling right by. And then I believe Oregon was taking some shots at their... just that compound that they were holding. After eliminating half of University of Arizona, they took some shots. As well.
It looks like see, Arizona was smart. Now that all the south side of the circle is out of the zone, they made a good choice to push up into a compound, get some frags, and now they have some safety inside the circle. And from here on out, you're not going to know where it's going to be. It's just.
And I think a lot of those teams made that correct decision as well. I mean, UConn's been relatively uncontested in the entire northern half. They just have had all of Stalbers, all 2-drop Kameshki. Now they're just coming in the north end, which isn't really explored for this game. I mean, it's going to be... Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going to say, I wouldn't say University of Arizona is making a good choice to make themselves known before they got to get out of there, push to the circle. Like, taking pop shots is good, but what are you going to get? You're going to down some guy in a building, he's going to get up by his friend, they're going to med, and by the time you not even jumped into the river, they're going to be shooting at you again. So.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting that they decided to shoot there, and it's a gamble. I mean, if you hit them, again, you deal questionable damage to another team, that team being San Diego that they're looking at, but then you give your position away, and you have to get in the zone. So, and there are still teams outside of the zone right now. You can see Team 6 that's used for UC Irvine in the maroon color right there, who is, I would say, the farthest out of the zone, but it's not, again, not too far, and just such a passive game. 12 teams and 39 players alive. Just, we're waiting for the circle to force these engagements.
Yeah. I think the next circle is where we're going to see maybe 4 teams drop. I think, like, after the circle hits and we see the next one, people are going to try to move, and we're going to lose at least 4, maybe 6 teams.
Yeah, oh, here they come now. We're going to look at UConn, who got kind of caught out right here. They're losing a Divine Mercy to Florida International right there, who kind of moved. Florida International moved up all the way up towards the northern end and just caught one of them out. So now, again, Farrell's taking some shots at Ibichi, who's going to look to peek him with the 8 times in the SKS.
Have you been playing recently and noticed like that trees have been rendering kind of weird when you have an 8 times?
Yeah, and you saw that right there with the beach. It was a little wonky. The tree was a little bit of a low texture, but the push right now, Ibichi rolling down over.
Okay.
Captain AZ,
down,
but
get down.
Yeah,
the buffs.
Gonna get the trade right now, leaving Norton Goldman, last player, Mr. Muff's trying his best right now. Captain AZ is down. And again, Feral C providing the cover. But is Ibichi in a good spot to get rezzed? No, Norton Goldman going to make the decision to push down around. Going to see if Captain AZ can make his way down there. But Feral C does have a read on Norton's position. So rezzing right now is going to be a little bit rough. Mr. Muff's Feral C. He could be pushing up right now, but Feral has a read onto them. So they're going to be pushing down. Wondering if the call is going to be given.
I think they might be. I think he might start rezzing Captain AZ since Feral.
Yep.
Yeah, there's gonna be 2 rezzes going on since Feral can see over and know if they push on him.
Yeah, and you saw he sent those warning shots out.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I mean, just an interesting engagement right now. Norton going to be rezzed, and he's going to be running out. Ibishi just going to disengage from that fight, and UConn again only losing 1 player. So again, having 3 players still way better than losing 2, but
yeah,
it's definitely the best outcome in that situation. Best outcome for a losing fight. Of course, the best outcome was for one team to eliminate the other, but
yeah, soon enough. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna get excited for this circle.
oh yeah, here it comes.
Everything. What?
I mean, I'm just waiting. We've only really lost.
Ooh, there goes
here
the
we
North.
go. Liz.
So that's going to be bad for the team we just saw fighting Connecticut and Florida International.
Yeah.
Texas Tech Team 7 over there is going to have to move in between 2 other teams. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, ASU, Arizona State, has a really good... The Snow Dragon's going to get Shadow 1Z right there from Irvine, but I find it so interesting to see how consistently the top teams end up in the middle of the zone. It's such good placement on them, and again, it's a little bit of RNG, because you don't know where the zone is going to be.
Oh, yeah.
But they're just so consistent in it that you know there's a method to their madness, and the Suck Extreme, I'm going to get Major Big Bear.
Yeah, that's got to be the rendering of how trees are rendered.
Yeah, look at that. What was going to
Only
happen?
get the shoulder.
Yeah, it's still a little bit of damage, though. He's just given that suppressive fire. You're going to see that Major Big Bear is going to bleed out right there. He's going to get the kill. Edict's going to get Swindle with the Scarl over there in the kill feed. Looking at Shabu, who's going to go behind the rock and trying to get some cover. They're going to get healed res, but ASU's in a really good spread out position. Agni, though, going to get Shabu with the M24. And ASU's doing a really interesting strategy here. You see Agni in the building, Raikou pushed back behind the tree, and Snow Dragon's aggressively holding the rock, which gives everybody really good coverage to kind of keep these guys at bay, to keep Irvine guessing. And you see Agni going to get Marku right there and finish him off. Agni actually getting the 3-piece with Shadow 1Z and a headshot. Just fantastic shooting and great positioning from those guys.
Oh, we're going to see Texas
Ooh.
Tech.
Texas
Oh, no, he spots them.
Oh, wow. Colorado
Good job
Boulder.
on Boulder to seeing them.
Yeah, great job. Or Am I Whale going to sustain minimal damage here, but Bigum in a bad spot to get res. You see JT the closest, but Bigum out in the middle of nowhere. Or Am I Whale actually going to get Watler as well. He's going to finish Bigum off right there. Shark again going to be going for the res onto Watler. Going to give. Actually, Whale doesn't realize that he's got tunnel vision on JT right now in his spot. Going to hit him in the body shot. That's not a headshot. Not enough to go down, but nope, now he sees him. He doesn't see enough to take an appropriate shot.
Does he not have med? Oh, here he goes.
Here he is. Yeah, you can see on the bottom he has the last first aid, but then...
Oh, that's... I forget about that. My bad. I got my own tunnel vision.
So it's, you know, it was a bad engagement for Texas Tech right there, but they do have to move into, but run by Colorado Boulder, who's going to get Shark right now. It's going to go down on My Whale, knocking him out. And then JT as well, trying their best to run in. But the zone is closing. Boulder does have to move as well.
Yeah.
They're not inside the zone. And JT, go for the shot. Or Am I Well going to knock down JT and leaving what I believe 1 player left alive for that engagement.
Kind of cut out a little soon on that one. But it looks like, I feel like Walters, he met it up, so.
He did met up. He is at all possible he could get caught out right here. He is in the zone. He has to run into Colorado Boulder, who's doing a really good job of strafing the edge of the zone, doing their best to move in, and Watler just going to die to the zone right here. Yeah, Kyobos going to finish him off, but the zone did just as much damage, I would say.
Arizona State not just holding their compound, but holding all around it. Just killing anyone coming by it, and they might be taking shots on Boulder here in a second.
And that's a great strat that I see a lot of the top teams doing. UIUC, Urbana-Champaign, Season 1 champions do that a lot. You see them hold a line of area, but Casual Guacamole, speaking of holding the area, looking like Cincinnati going to be engaging onto Colorado Boulder here as Coldboy goes for the aggressive flank right up the hill onto Oromaya Whale, but he's not going to see the team a little bit late with the Mini 14, but Oromaya Whale just going to choke right there and not able to take the shots onto Coldboy, and yeah, that's it. Wow, Boulder just got destroyed by Cincinnati right there.
Yeah, he was making that Mini look like it was pre-patch Mini. Whew.
Yeah, right. And with the 4 times too, that must have scared him a little bit. Look how small this zone is with 8 teams left alive. That's actually insane.
Was freaking Arizona still in the center? Oh my god.
They are still in the center. It's awesome. They're so good at positioning themselves, and a little bit of luck here and there, but Fallen Angel, ASU going to get 2 of them. Degrado knocking out Ibichi as well. Seeing the engagement right here between 8, and there they go. Texas Austin going to go down. Florida International doing a great job tonight. Degrado finishing off Ibishi and immediately fighting Mr. Muffs. Oh no. From Yukon, completely locked inside of Washington's compound. That's a scary feeling.
Oh no, they're both gonna have to move, and that's not gonna be good for either of them.
Nope.
None of them are gonna survive.
I mean, especially with ASU right now holding that hill, Oregon being down there. But ASU may move to eliminate Oregon right now as Agni pushes down the hill. He knows they got the 1 pick, feeling the curry as well. Only half HP. And we saw the nades coming out. Here he goes, going to get a good caught out. Leaving Hazy, the last player left alive for Oregon right now. Again, going to push over and down the hill. Feeling the curry. Going to get finished off right there. Agni getting the kill. Agni doing fantastic work. And ASU with 8 kills right now. Salsa going to get res right there inside of the smoke, but ASU gaining ground on these guys. And Salsa still in the smoke. Hazy is right outside. You can see the body get something got ragdolled right there with the grenade. And Hazy going to be trying to push down. You can hear those shots being fired. Hazy through the smoke. Again, pushing up the team. Here comes Fallen Angel. Agni and Raikyu playing really well off of each other and able to finish those guys off.
That is some beautifully aggressive gameplay right there. Just keep moving up. Have a guy on each side of that smoke, and that was beautiful to watch. Good gameplay from them.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to see Norton being right next to Washington. I guess Washington made it out of there with 2 cars.
Yeah. And Muffs, again, did the good thing and waited for these guys to move, and then it moved second. But he's going to have to run right into their rivals for this game, I would say Florida International, the only team they've been really engaging with.
Muffs was just taking shots from Arizona, actually. That's why I went to half health.
So in a bit of a predicament right now. Oh, Fallen Angel looking to be a little bit low as well. Just got hit a little bit. I'm going to see these engagements. Mr. Muffs actually he's going to use this opportunity right now to run in, but he's in a very bad spot, especially with Norton right behind him. Norton could be hearing him, but I believe, yep, his tree is in as well. So, 2
Norton's
solo boys.
So
oh no,
might be knocking each other out.
Does he know? Oh, look at that player perspective. He doesn't know Muffs is there. If he stood up, he probably could see something on Muffs, but it's very unlikely that either will do that right now.
We'll have to watch the kill feed, see if either of them takes each other out.
Because they're the
You might have heard the suppressed shot. He might stand up now and take him out.
The zone still favors ASU. That hill that you saw them roll up on earlier on in the game is what they're going to finish this game on. That is insane. Norton Goldman could be running right into Washington right now. You see Signite. Norton can actually go for the finish. Nice. Leaving Blackbrain. Can they do it? Norton not able to do it.
The tree.
But he did get 1. He went down fighting.
Yeah, that's going to hurt Washington. Now they only got 2 to fight off Arizona. But Arizona has 1 member down here.
But still all 4 players alive.
And res by Raikyu.
And like I was saying earlier about the going to 3-2 is bigger. As you get into the late game, it doesn't matter as much as there's less room to work with. Yeah. But Cincinnati rolling up on Snowdragon is going to get caught out by G Price, but a good trade onto Elm Zero is going to get knocked out. Who's going to get the res right now? And Arizona
Raikyu and Fallen Angel are going to move up. They're too aggressive to not let this down be a full kill here.
Yeah, and no, really good positioning in the down but not out state onto Snowdragon. It's immediately just getting behind cover. You see the smokes coming out, and that may be a little bit of a disengage from both teams as they try and res their teammates, as that's what's important to them right now. 5 teams, 13 players left alive, and a car from team 5, I believe. San Diego. Oh, Detonator! Wow! Lens with the spray down in Blackbrain. They're gonna do it. San Diego gonna eliminate Washington right there.
Snowdragon taking some shots on San Diego, I believe, and then Muffs is still alive on the most north side of the hill.
Hey man, he's doing exactly what Snake Boy should be doing, but ASU is rolling down the hill, so in his direction.
Snow Dragon's caught between two teams, and the rest of ASU is just gonna go and eliminate Muffs here.
I mean,
It's gonna be rough on him. He needs to get to a bush and just not be seen. But
yeah, I mean, is he taking? Yeah, it's incredibly rough. You can see him taking shots, but he's not going to get caught out. Look like ASU's more preoccupied. Is he?
Yeah, they're taking shots at Team 5.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't see him.
Oh,
I can't tell. I don't see the player perspectives, but from the way they're looking, yeah, here he comes. They did know where he was, and Mr. Mouse is going to go down right there. Agni going to knock him out, but UConn securing a 4th place finish. And given how they handle the engagements with Florida International earlier on in the game, not too bad.
Mm-hmm. So now it looks like you got one member from UCSD and 4 members from Cincinnati. So
3 members.
I bet that I've had their best hope really to eliminate ASU together, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Especially not with that unsuppressed M24 shot going to alert ASU. You see them turning immediately to where Cincinnati is, and ASU doing a great job of keeping all 4 players alive up to the very end of the game. Are they going to get it again? Yo, they got it again. Arizona State, just after the one move, has been in the zone the whole time. That's insane. Now Cincinnati.
That one was pure luck.
That one,
luck.
That one
it could have been anywhere. It could have been in the middle of the field next to our boy over there, but oof.
Yeah, no, that's an oof. That's definitely favoring them, and especially in this case. I think the circle positioning in the last zone, or soon to be last zone, is incredibly important because it forces teams to move, and one having to move is more. Yep, and their edict goes. Elm Zero actually going to knock out Agni amidst the little bit of scuffle that they had right there, trying to knock out San Diego. So 1 down from ASU right now. Here comes the game, 2 down. G Price going to get Snow Dragons. Now leaving ASU here. Look how fast this fight shifted. Fallen Angel as well. Taking some shots right there. Raikou now 2 down from ASU.
Able to get Raikou fully down. This might, because they still have to move up. And it looks like Agni does go down fully.
Snow Dragons is going to go down as well. He's not going to get rezzed in that situation. Leaving a 2v3. Great picks from Cincinnati.
Yeah, all Arizona has right now is positioning. We'll see what they do with it because getting some shots off on G Price, almost going down. One shot left.
It's anybody's game right now. Both of these teams are playing extremely well. Zone really doesn't even matter here as both teams have moved up and on into it. But then Raikou was super nervous, going to go for the one. He's going to peek the hill right. Cold Boy going to go down right there. 1 to his left, 1 to his right. How is he going to play it? G Price super low. A little bit of a 1 tap. He's going to do his best to kind of sneak up on Raikou right there. He doesn't see him. Oh, they're not going to go down, though. He's not going to be able to get him down, but that's going to be it. Fallen Angel and Raikou ASU able to finish that off, actually.
Getting another chicken dinner for themselves. Beautiful game.
Absolutely fantastic. Agni with 7 kills. Fallen Angel, 5 kills. Snow Dragons, 2 kills. Raikou, 2 kills. For Arizona State University coming in first place. Second place, we have Cincinnati with... Arizona State had 7 plus 5, 12, plus 4 is 14. Second place, Cincinnati had 8 kills. And then third place, San Diego had 5 kills. And then fourth place, UConn. Fifth place, Washington. So I got a lot of our top teams coming in the top 5.
I mean, yeah. So the Arizona did a fantastic job with that. They moved across the river very early on, more early than I would have expected from most teams, but they went across. They didn't take the engagement with the team that was in the Raj compound. They knew they wanted to get to the houses they got to. They cleared them out, and then they killed every person who ever ran across their line of sight, and it was just great. And they got positioning each time, and that was they had luck going for them. They had their beautiful skill going for them. Just all around good plays, and they really won that chicken dinner for themselves.
No, absolutely. And I think that's just such a strategy we're going to see a lot of these high-ranking teams come out and start to utilize is the not compound strat, holding a strategic position on a hill or in a forest and engaging every team around you, using your individual skill and your ability to work as a unit together to properly engage all threats around you. which is super hard to do, but a lot of our top teams, ASU, UIUC, Riverside, Washington, Cincinnati, even especially Cincinnati, we see them doing consistently very well with that strategy. And I like how we've seen it evolve over the course of the season across multiple divisions.
Yeah. So I hope to see a good game 2 out of them.
Yeah, so unfortunately we are not streaming Game 2, so we can get some observer training in for a new team member who will be joining the CBA staff very shortly. So if you are interested in Collegiate Battlegrounds Association, you can go ahead and follow our social media, follow the stream. We recently hit 1,000 followers. Thank you so much for your continued support of the Collegiate Battlegrounds Association. So you can go ahead and click that follow to be notified for when we go live, which will be at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. for the Emerald and Ruby Division games. We'll be streaming both of those games, so you can stay tuned for all of that action coming up later on in the evening. You can follow our social media on Facebook and Twitter if you'd like to see updates about the league, and our YouTube if you'd like to review old broadcasts. We save all of them onto our YouTube page if you'd like to go there to youtube.com/collegiate PUBG. Other than that, you can subscribe to our Twitch channel with access to the new CBA Snake Boys emote. By no means is it required, but we thank all of the subscribers for their continued support to make Collegiate Battlegrounds the premier collegiate PUBG league. And with that, we thank you, the viewers, for coming out and checking the stream out. And with that, my name has been Airless Goose, joined tonight by my esteemed co-host,
Anti-Knive.
So thank you for coming out, and we will see you guys later on in the night. Have a great one, everybody.
Good night, everyone.